To work at an Adventist health facility is to do sacred work where human need is met by love. That's true even here in the IT department. I'm in a cluster of cubicles where Connect is created. That's right, the internet that you and nearly 21,000 other Adventist health employees use. Boy, it takes a lot of discipline to pull that off. Can you imagine the work that goes on here? There's something more than discipline that happens here. This is a place of gentleness. You know, they get scores of those heat tickets, many of them so hot they almost glow, every single day. And they could just respond back to you with the same kind of heat. No. They are here to serve you. And when a heat ticket comes, it's an opportunity for a gentle response to build a relationship. That's what sacred work's all about. Some fun other things happen here. Let me show you. This is a chessboard that James and 3 of his compatriots work with every once in a while. And it's got 4 different people playing this chess game. Now, don't tell him, but I just moved his rook 2 places. He's the gold guy. Today I want to tell you 2 really special stories about gentleness. There's a hospital facility that I love to visit because every time I walk in the front door, I'm met by Harold. Harold's worked there for 18 years. His first job was housekeeper in that lobby. Floor, furniture, glass, walls, anything that could be cleaned. Harold's job. He was good at it, but he wasn't good enough. And it was because he was always distracted by people coming in the front door. Excuse me, where's Imogene? Or the old man who would come in and say, could you please help me get my wife out of the car? She's not feeling very good today. Or Harold tells me his favorite is the husband who comes running in the front door saying, where's the gift shop? Where's the gift shop? My wife just had our first baby. Would you like to see pictures? And it can take 5 minutes to tell him where the gift shop is so he can go buy roses. One day his supervisor came and watched him for 2 hours. And at the end he came over to Harold and said, you're fired. I cannot use you as a housekeeper here, but I'd like to hire you as our hospital greeter. And now for 18 years, Harold's been the greeter at the front door of that hospital. He looks eagerly for the people who are going to come in asking where the gift shop is or where Imogene is or where anything is. He is their connection with the hospital family. Everybody loves him. I love him. And when you meet Harold, you say, wow, that's one of the happiest people on earth. He must have a wonderful life. Well, I want to tell you something more about Harold. Harold goes home to an invalid wife every day. He goes home to a teenage daughter who has Down syndrome. He goes home to his own father who can't remember who Harold is. His life, Harold says, it's not easy, Deke. It's a little bit of hell at home. But I want you to know I've checked. He treats the family at home exactly the way he treats you when you walk through the door. And he treats you when you walk through the door exactly the way you would want to be treated, whether you're family or friend or guest or nobody. Because Harold says, my job in life is to make everyone else happier than I am. And when I make you happy, I am happy too. That's story 1. Story 2, crazy. An administrator called me one day and said, I want you to come and meet Cheeky. Cheeky, come. So I went to the hospital, 4th floor, far end. The administrator says, you see that cart over there? That's the housekeeper. I want you to go meet her. And the administrator disappeared. And I walked down the hall, walked over to this short little Hispanic lady, and I said, hi there. And she looked up at me and she says, Pastor Deke, how are you? Because she had seen me somewhere. She gave me a hug. And then I said, Cheeky, that's her name, Cheeky, C-H-I-C-K-Y or something like that. I asked, why did you get that name? And she says, I am very small. And in Spanish, chiquita is very small, so I am cheeky. And I said, I've heard that you're really special. I want to know how you clean a room. Can I follow you? Sure, Pastor Deke. She went to the door. I started to go in, and she said, no, 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 you cannot go in. You must pray first. You pray before you go in every room? Every room. What do you pray? Here's her prayer. When I walk through this door, may I treat everyone here as if it is Jesus Christ himself. Como si fuera Jesucristo sí mismo. And then we walked in the door. The room was empty. I was so sad. I wanted to have a big family of motorcycle Hells Angels, you know, something really fun. It's an empty room. I said, what do you do in an empty room? And she said, the same thing I do in every other room. I cleaned it for God. I watched her. She cleaned everything. When she got to the television, you know, the television was way up here. She stood on something and she cleaned the top of the television. And I'd say, Chicky, why are you spending so much time cleaning the television? And she looked at me and she said, Pastor Dick, in a hospital it is so boring that even Jesus would watch television. And then she gets under the bed with her broom. And I said, what do you got under there? And she says, Diablitos. What's that? Dust devils, you English people call it. But they're Diablitos to me, and I must destroy them so the room is clean. And when she's all done, takes off that glove. She puts her fingers on the foot of the bed. She says a prayer. Then what do you pray at the end of the bed? And she said, I say, God, may the person here feel the fullness of your touch of gentle love. But I pray in Spanish, so they don't know what I say. And I said, Chicky, how long have you done this? 23 years. 23 years. In that 23 years, how many of people have refused to let you pray at the foot of their bed? Because you always ask permission. Oh, yes. Let me think. None, Pastor Deke. I pray for every one of them, and they are happy because I pray that they may experience God's gentle love. Being an employee at Adventist Health is sacred work, where human need is met by love. Your name may not be Harold or Chicky or James. Whatever it is, you're part of that network that, as Paul the Apostle said when he wrote to the Colossians, focus on God's love and your life will be marked by gentleness. So I have an assignment for you, a gentle assignment. It's really simple. I want you to look today with a group of your friends, just get a group of other cubicle dwellers or whoever you've got around you, and I want you to get together and decide another department somewhere in your facility that you don't really know very well. And I want you to just go over and say hi, a group of you. Walk over and say, we don't really know you people. Can we get to know you just a little bit better? I'm Bill, I'm Fred, I'm James, and I'm the guy who just moved the rook. No, whatever. You'll be amazed how your gentleness makes the sacred work that much more fun and effective.